Oh, okay, there we go. Juggling too many. I'm never good at juggling, frankly. Okay. So let's go ahead and get in on this. Spend a little too much time on Delphi today. I have to print out timesheets and everything. Time to jump in this. Apparently, TeePublic is doing some kind of sweepstakes thing where you list a bunch of your favorites, and they're like, damn it, why are they doing this? Here. And you might actually win a few of them. Yeah. So I had to reestablish my account. And been doing just saving a whole bunch of them. A lot of WKRP and Cincinnati Turkey drop videos, t-shirts. And other ones, a few rock bands in there. Not much political stuff because it's like, it'll largely be irrelevant in 6 months. All right, might as well pick up base camp. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. And the weekly stuff, yes, now we're back up on that. All right. There's one there. Search chest, house players. Just clear this off here so I get rid of that thing. You're gonna have things to look at. No, you don't. All right. So. Oh, shockwave grenades. Okay. That'll be fun. All right, let's take a look to see if this is back up here. Yes, finally. And I got the damn shoes. Okay. That I need to do 2 of those and then 4 to finish that up. Okay. So let's go ahead and just jump on in. I just wonder. Oh. Hello.
Hello, Wanko. I
was like, now that they've finally got the put different kind of sneakers on yours. They've got Air Jordans available. Will they eventually include Converse high tops?
Are you really this big of a dweeb?
Hey, they started it. Why not? I don't see much need to do it. I really don't picture putting Air Jordans on Batman or Wolverine. So.
Was it my system making you? No, you look blacked out.
Camera's on.
Yeah. Mine. All I'm seeing is a black screen, and I just checked the YouTube, and that's still what I'm seeing.
Huh. Weird.
You might want to refresh when you get a chance.
Let me check on mine here. Hold on. You on YouTube?
Because I just looked at the YouTube through a different device, and you look blacked out.
Let me see what happens there. You won't get in the game here.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's try.
Called a Toshibo cube, and let me show you what it does.
We get past the ad there, I think.
And the more you play with it, the more interesting it gets. This ultimate fidget toy has over 70.
What the hell?
The designer behind this toy is Andreas Henigschmidt. He's a sand artist, and he was inspired by his love of design, geometry, and sand art.
Okay,
he said that he wanted to create a magnetic
that
would be accessible to
all
ages and
hold on. Let me get out of this here. Get past that. Get out of here. Okay, that is weird. Hold on. Hold on.
This is weird.
I don't know. Get out of here. Hold on.
Okay, so rename. Maybe. So that was fine. Okay. Come on, why are you doing this? Are you really gonna fight me on this? Come on. All right. So we'll see how long it takes him to get his happy, snappy little ass back in here. In the meantime, let's see. Because that's good. That's not it, I don't think. All right, let's try this again. I love tracking down rowdy music. I think that sounds more like this one. All right, so if I'm from hit spot here, let's see. Let's cut, I think. How long is this? I am working shamelessly to figure out what's going on in my precious little head. So if you think I'm a little weird and wonky right now, that's because I wasn't expecting to be left alone to deal with Bob's shit. I mean, yes. Wonderful way to introduce. Good. Now I figured out where I'm at. All right. Yay. Oh boy. No. Cancel. Um, I get very accustomed to some things, and it gets hard sometimes to make my brain work right. Yeah, you're not going to hear the music either. Sorry. Right now, it's kind of in the way, but it's kind of your fault for leaving me alone with this shit when I only came in to say hi. So your system sucks. Don't blame me. I mean, What was it she said in that video? Sucks to suck, go cry about it. One sec. So see, this is me trying to be, well, me. I mean, I'm like hyper busy.
There we go.
Are you a pathetic loser with no friends? Sucks to suck. Go cry about it.
Now we're trying to get the game booted back up here.
That's like a good piece of meat in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said. All right.
Which is why I don't eat certain things on air. I know what kind of fucking freaks that follow us. And I know there would be memes and sex memes and other stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. No, thank you.
Yeah. Just in a picture, you stuffing a burrito or a banana in your mouth, and it's really easy to Photoshop that into something crude. You know.
I mean, we've already got worse if somebody actually could find the old footage of mine that I've had privatized. So,
Yikes. Yeah.
let's just say muscle relaxers and streaming don't mix.
Especially with the rowdy stream anyway. And
there was at one point where I was trying to tell people how deep throating works. And I picked up this long fork and I poked the far end of these oversized giant pineapple spears and proceeded to open my mouth and go up and down the throat with the pineapple spear in the back of the mouth with the fork in the mouth.
The demonstration. But yeah, dig that one up. Show that to Freak. To Fatal.
I'm not sure I didn't completely destroy it. I was like, it was really impressive because it's like this 9 or so inch long, massive, thick pineapple spear. And I just stuck the fork all the way in, so I was going up and down the throat with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was an impressive stream.
I imagine
For some reason, I got a bunch of new subs that day.
Who'd have thunk? Yeah. All right. So that's everything booting up here. So let's go ahead.
Which is why I'm sure there's probably a clip of that somewhere.
I'm sure there is, and they're holding it over you. Just wait for the moment. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, at least I've got the skill, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look on my desktop here. Nothing too incriminating, I think. Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay, what the hell's going on here? The same problem that's hitting Seattle hitting us now?
What's going on with that?
Oh, kind of like, a few days ago, Indy was doing her Teddy Chan stream, and then a power outage hit. So it was like, I don't know how long she was in the stream, but it's like it's a 7-hour stream. Most of it was just black screen with a pinwheel of death going. And just saw a thing where her server is still out.
How do I say this gently? Your dedication to being Save-A-Ho reminds me why I don't trust people not to pay attention to me years later. I say that with love. Please don't misunderstand. You incredible white knight. I mean, he's not arguing with me, so either he's not hearing me or he's ignoring. My guess is he's frozen. Which is not going to discourage me from calling him a white knight, mind you. Hey, Bob. You're a white knight. Haha. Is your system being that evil? Bob, do I need to add you? Poor Bob is having troubles. And not even just the old age shit. I mean, don't be fooled. The government's hacking the North Pole and Santa's getting it. I mean, terrible. Bob, you're not signed all the way in. I'm not sure what to do right now, so. I'm kind of letting him figure shit out. I have no idea what's going on. At this point, I'm just sitting here going, poor Bob. Poor Bob. Right. Um, um, all right.
Oh, shit. No headphones. Hold on.
Is it really hating you this much? Poor Bob.
Where's the fucking cord? All right. Here we go. I think. Hello.
Hello, fucker.
Okay. Yeah, the thing just, oh, it's going to crash all over again over there. So a slightly different angle. Let me see if I can get this thing over here. Right, though. Hold on.
I don't have an old computer to sign into.
Damn it.
We revamped the entire hard drive and turned it into my mom's computer.
Oh.
Say hi to Iron, whose response to me making cracks about you while you're fighting with that was to just keep giving the cap a hard time till he appears.
Okay, the other one's coming up here. Slowly. And rebooting all over again.
I don't want to know what thing of yours is coming up. I mean,
Steam's having to reboot all over again. Here we go.
what I'm working on right now is music. Music.
Okay.
Are you guys staying out of trouble?
Well, I haven't had a chance to get into trouble yet.
Let me check everything here. Make sure this is all recorded like it should be. I'm getting a lovely echo from you right now.
Okay, get ready to throw this backstage.
All right. What?
Throw this in backstage. I'm about to get back in here.
Portraying Bob is an art form. And damn it, I'm an artist. Yes, I am.
There we go. I'll leave that up just in case.
Hello, old man who's morphing into Santa. I mean, I'm still getting a hell of an echo from you.
Look at the phone to keep track of the shit.
Mhm.
Get back in here.
Just make sure you're not giving me an echo.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to become a psycho bitch.
Get everything sort of settled down a bit, and let's see.
Iron says Santa Bob.
Yeah. The beard's going soon, I think. All right.
Well, let's also look at the roundness of the face.
Mm.
Unfortunately, you're not giving us a jolly laugh. You're giving us a sour, curmudgeonly, bitchy face.
Yeah, bah humbug. All right.
Suck a bitch. Wait.
Oh, great. Now I got to log in. Epic all over again.
All right. So my goal in this, and all of this, just to stop by and say hi to you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had to go wage war with your technology.
No, it's waging war on me. I'm just sitting there.
Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up and don't correct me, you bitch. I never said who started the war.
Yeah. We'll see in the Rockford files. The Rockford getting a fight. No, I wasn't fighting. They were fighting. I was just getting hit.
So that's different. You didn't just get hit. You came back and were struggling to get back in. Therefore, you were fighting back. Therefore, you were waging war.
Mm-hmm.
Yippee.
Not quite rage against the machine, more just, disgruntled, moaning. It's like,
No, it's not rage against the machine. It's curmudgeon against the machine.
Yeah.
You're old. Face it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this computer isn't that old. Oh, farming simulator. Must be real popular in London about now. Yes, learn something about what you're about to regulate, you fucking morons.
See, I am sitting here and I am trying to organize all my music files and finish things. Mm-hmm. And then there's you.
Mm-hmm.
You are here to give me a headache.
I'm just trying to get a Fortnite stream going. Where are you? There you are. Install?
All right, 5 minutes.
What the fuck?
There it is.
You fucking mean install?
Eat a dick. I think I need some more CBD. Although I got to admit, I did get a good chuckle out of your whole struggle. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Wow, just install the thing all over again. And no, I don't think I'm connected to my phone. I'm barely on Facebook as it is. Still wondering why.
Boredom? Torturing people who you say you love? I mean,
it's kind of a legacy thing. It's been there forever. I still got a MySpace account.
I never had one.
Yeah. It's out there. Yep, still up. Very few people are still on it, but
what you're going to find out from me is that I'm just the right kind of crazy to be a pain in your ass.
Mm-hmm.
What you're also going to find out from me is that I'm getting a massive headache trying to figure this all out. Yeah. So their reunion concert is the last file before that. That's going to take a little work to go through.
Yeah, I think there's a song in there somewhere. They're just the right kind of crazy. Probably country.
Sounds dumb enough to be country. I mean, Oh, I was watching the Sexted podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody suggested a country singer to them. And oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
It was like if Fatal sang country music about his sex life.
Oh, good Lord.
Williams just sitting there going, it's like, yep, they're going there. See, I may disagree with them on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I may think they're nuts on a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But they make me laugh.
Yeah.
And that's all I care,
Mm-hmm.
really.
I think there is a song, My Kind of Crazy. It was dedicated to Miranda Lambert.
I don't know. Well, I'm not really a fan of most of the modern pop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a couple songs that connect to me in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can send you a link.
When disco went a little nuts, I went country for a while. So
Went a little nuts.
I mean, when it really like you couldn't get away from it, where the only chance you had, and even the rock station started, no, that's it.
That'd be really difficult. You want me to tell you which thing I would rather avoid? Because I would put both of those as I would listen to Nails on a Chalkboard first. So I'm not going to go to one to avoid the other.
Well, the country was an easy choice because, like, in here, when I was a little kid, there's like a few old songs that I tracked down from for the karaoke list. It's like like early '70s, stuff like Up to 29% doing the full installation. Something fucked up. Yeah.
I'm going to send you lyrics to a song and see if you think that this fits me here.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be
It's a song that in any other lifetime I would never have connected to. But because of a few things in the lyrics, my brain goes, ooh.
Yeah.
I've ruined it for you, Iron. I've ruined it.
Mm-hmm. No, like a song from Kelly's Heroes, Burning Bridges. Love that song since I was a little kid. Just and then listen to the lyrics like, holy shit, that really does fit me, doesn't it?
Look at what I just DM'd you.
I'm still trying to get straightened out, because I think the installation is hogging up some of the RAM. All right. So we'll go with the phone.
There are some songs I can connect to.
Mm-hmm.
It's crass and it's basically about being a batshit psycho bitch, but.
And this is from
Rexel.
Okay, I don't know.
She's a more modern singer, but she also did a recent duet acoustic one with Dolly, so.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of an odd girl.
Mm-hmm.
The video's annoying, but the song is very me.
Yeah.
And her song "I'm a Mess" is pretty close to me
Yeah.
too. That one, the video, she's dancing around in a straitjacket.
Ah.
I think we're getting a glimpse into my twisted head right now.
Good boy.
Uh-huh.
And the stupid browser's halfway locked up, so I can't get back and look at the stream.
Check the political group.
I'm trying. It's just got a little spin wheel here.
Yeah.
God.
There's a reason I didn't want to just type that out.
Mm-hmm. No, I got it on the phone. I saw it the other day. Let's see.
I'm a little fucked up. I mean, I take it you saw the image?
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong?
Britain is poised to have an even bigger backlash against the left than we were, okay?
Come here. Let go of the blanket, you lazy
Simple
brat.
fact, because Keir Starmer basically declared war on the British people. Okay, that's it. You're done. Okay, you did not win a mandate. You got 30% of the vote. Okay.
Hey.
Labour didn't win. The Tories shit the bed. Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, it just popped up trending Amber Heard.
Uh-huh.
As you said, shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this about? Baby girl, what are you doing? She's like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Being a dumbass cat. This time, part going to the bathroom, shave off the beard, and be back before it's finished.
Oh, well.
Yes, the installations are 53% verified. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of, oh, it's already here. Let's just, fix this.
Baby girl, you're a pain in my butt. And she just looks at me like,
Maybe the case of, updates are fine, but sometimes you got old stuff sticking around there, so you need a full installation to clear that up. All right.
hey, is the world supposed to revolve around you? She's like, duh.
Of course, I'm the cat. Oh, come on, you piece of crap.
I really should be being more constructive than I am right now.
Yeah.
Being around you kills constructiveness.
Mm-hmm. And ass think of. Okay, now let's get to the messages.
Interesting post. Johnny Depp has already taken out the trash. Amber Heard's living in Spain. I mean, no lies detected.
No. I am slightly disappointed with Matt Gaetz withdrawing his name for Attorney General, but I think the point was made. So. And he was also, this is the art of the deal. You make the big ask. You ask the impossible. They ask the other impossible.
Get your
and you come in the
paws
middle,
out of my shirt, you little psycho. You're not Panther or Steve.
Mhm.
And she's like, but I'm cute.
Mhm.
I get my way. It's cold out there. I want to cuddle in fabric.
I am the fluffy one. You must do it.
You cannot get in my shirt.
Especially on a stream. It's not that kind of channel.
I mean, pussy to tit action is a good way to get views, but
YouTube definitely frowns on that, and we're also on Twitch, and they kind of backed away from that rather quickly.
Well, the hint I was making wouldn't have been allowed on either channel, even then.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, go back to your window.
Okay, fine, be that way. 70% verifying.
Hey! Don't open the window. You know better.
But I want to see the birds.
They're not out there. They're hiding from the weather. It's going warm, cold, gray, sunny, snowy, sleety, rainy. Whatever it's in the mood for, off and on all for the last 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay, this thing finally finishes re-uploading. Actually, it's even out. Up and come on. There we go.
What's going on, everybody?
Nothing much. My computer's crashed twice during this whole thing. It's been real fun trying to get back in.
Do you have an NVIDIA video card?
As a matter of fact, I do. Is that why?
I think yeah, because mine crashed too, and I think it might be something with the driver. I think it might be the new driver they pushed out.
Oh boy.
Well, it only crashed once, but once is enough.
Yeah, especially when I'm in the middle of a stream. Half the time it's like, okay, now it's up. No. Oh, come on.
It's been weird, rainy and dreary and all freaking day. How's everybody?
Well,
there's a kitty.
I'm having to reinstall Fortnite.
The weather is all over the freaking place, so I'm stiff and sore and hurt.
It's actually quite sunny here.
Hey,
I had a sinus headache for the last 2 days, so I was like, please, if it's gonna rain, do it soon.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, in the last 24 hours, it's gone from warm, cold, sunny, cloudy, rainy, sleety, snowy, icy, rainy.
Yes, the other dwarves we never hear about.
Bitchy, itchy, fuck you. I mean,
these are the ones the next cottage over. Snow White dodged a major bullet. I can't find what you did.
Yeah, well, I still have questions about one woman living with 7 men.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Rob's just like, I'm not touching that. Shut up, woman.
No, I'm not gonna touch that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's enough Rule 34 stuff about it.
I'm gonna enjoy my coffee.
I don't have to go. I don't have to go very far for that. Indeed, a video on that.
I might be a little bit demented, and I might have a twisted sense of humor.
Okay, the Batmobile, the missing shipment is finally being prepared and on its way. So
wait. What did you just say there, Rob?
Might? You might?
What do you mean might? I'm a sweet girl.
Oh man, well.
Now we got a question about here. The Batmobile, like I said, the missing shipment is finally being prepared and on its way, so I can resume construction.
I'm so sweet and innocent and delicate. Bob, ignore what game I'm signing into.
Uh-huh. Which one?
I've been trying to get Beholder to work as they gave it away for free on Epic, and you get to the sign in, and then it crashes back to the desktop. Not that it crashes back to Epic or whatever the hell
back
it
to
is.
the launcher.
Yeah. So it's okay. Well, there's got to be a solution out there somewhere. Just wait for people.
What is that game?
It's you sneak around. You're a landlord in a communist nation. You spy on your tenants. Which sounds like weird and like this sounds like it's right up my alley though. Well, like we used to have Turkish tenants. Pardon me. And I'm gonna go there for a second. And if you ever own a property, to anyone who owns property, do not rent to Turkish unless it's a family. And here's why: because if you get a single guy in there from Turkey, he's not going to clean. And we had that problem with everybody. They don't clean. They don't clean because it's a cultural thing. It's women's place.
They have people for that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a woman's place to clean. And and the wife and the mom in the last tenant we had kept the place spotless. It was immaculate. And I would tell her, this place is so clean. You're wonderful. I'm like, please stay as long as you like.
But single Turkish man, you're a pig.
They were throwing garbage down the toilet.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's a toilet, not a disposal. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, here's a hole that makes things go away.
Yeah.
And they were,
God.
I always tell this story about how because my father used to say, go see what they want. They would run the furnace out of oil constantly until we got gas put in. And so I said, okay, you got gas, you run the furnace as high as you like, just you're gonna have to pay the bill.
Yeah.
So anyway, before we crossed that bridge, we they would come down, knock on the door. Heat, no work, you fix. Heat, no work, you fix. The 5 words I dreaded hearing. My father said to me, go see what's wrong. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So it's March. It's unseasonably warm. It's maybe 70 degrees or 65, 70 degrees out. And it's a second floor apartment. So I go up there and it's warm. It's really warm. So look at the thermostat.
There we go.
Thermostat's set on 70.
Yeah.
It's 75 degrees in the apartment. All right, the heat's not going to go on. Heat, no work, you fix. I said, it's 75 degrees in here. Heat, no work, you fix. I said it's 75 degrees in here. Heat, no work, you fix. I said, listen, it's 65 degrees outside. The thermostat's set on 70.
It's 75
degrees inside. It's not going to go on. And
it's not broken. It's working properly. Okay.
Exactly. And I said, to what do you need heat for? And then he goes, I go. I said, there's the door. Get out.
Yeah.
Get out. You make my life easy. You think you're the only? We'll find. I can find someone tomorrow to live here. Here. Sure enough, though, he left within a month. So good riddance. I think he ended up deleting his. I think he ended up deleting his girlfriend at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. And I know we can't say those words. Yeah, and he deleted himself.
It's like in the big culture where we're at war with the Flintstones. What the hell?
Which kitty is that behind you?
Baby girl.
Baby girl. Oh, she looked. But
it's a very spoiled, pampered diva.
There we go. Now we're
but we had to replace stoves and refrigerators and all kinds of appliances and sinks and vanities and we had the floor rotted out. Well, it was an old house, but the floor rotted out in the bathroom. So we had to put a new subfloor in, put a new toilet in, it was just a constant battle. And Yeah, like I said, it was an old house. A guy was prone to problems to begin with, but
Mhm.
they exacerbated it.
Yeah. Like a little care, don't like you could do it, but it's like when you
And oh, leak. And they had a young kid up there, and I said, where's the leak? Oh, leak here. It's like, so I reach around I noticed the floor's wet in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. I said, does it leak all the time? Does it stop? Listen, I'm not angry with you. I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said to the lady downstairs, I said, listen, this is what I think has happened. Kid was playing with the toilet. He made it go over.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
It happens.
it happens. Kids do that. And the water's got to go somewhere, so it goes down.
Yeah.
It goes down through the floor. I said, if it keeps doing it, let me know. And sure enough, it didn't. It didn't. But
you had to find out the hard way, how the toilet is set up.
I mean,
but for those who don't have to deal with it, to put out the toilet, the little wax seal that it sits on, and the pipe, and and if you shift around too much, the toilet is not really fixed to the floor very well. So yeah.
To be fair, if I can get a word in edgewise,
yeah,
because Bob doesn't know how to shut up sometimes. Anyway, most kids do what does this do? Put stuff in the toilet. Hell, to those who remember much of the 90s, the whole Tiny Toons thing did a whole episode on that with Lucky.
What can go down?
Went down the hole.
I put more. I renovated the whole upstairs of that place. There's pictures on Facebook of all the stuff I did. Fixed they rotted out the sink, not the sink, but underneath the sink where the cabinet is in the kitchen. Well, yeah, they had a leaky pipe, and it didn't occur to them to take channel lock pliers and tighten it.
Yeah. Or say something, so it's like by the time we get to it, it's like, well, it's too gone now.
Yeah.
You told me 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Done something.
They just tried to catch the water with aluminum foil.
Oh, Jesus. Not even a bucket.
Fortunately, the floors were oak. They're nice hardwood oak floors.
Okay.
They were made like 100 years ago. So.
Okay.
So
that's something.
That saved it. But I cleared out all the rotted stuff. I looked up on YouTube how to fix it. Sure enough, put three 2x4s down, 3 or 4 2x4s down, put 1.5-inch cross members, and just screwed it all together with drywall screws and put 3/4-inch plywood right on top.
And I am absolutely great following what you're saying right now.
I'm sorry, I guess
this thing isn't gonna move.
No, I am. I used to be a carpenter.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, they had some kind of leak up above on the floor above us, and they had to pull out the entire section of wall in the hallway.
I did a whole carpentry training program. I worked in shop remodeling the dorms and cabins out in the woods for Forest Service and stuff like that for a while. I was going into college to do architectural degrees and actually start rebuilding historical landmarks and stuff like that and repairing them when my medical took me out of that field. So I actually, when you talk about this stuff, I'm sitting there going, yeah, I actually get this.
Yeah.
I'm good here.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to do. I could do a lot of stuff, but it's not that I don't enjoy doing it. It's just it's a pain in the ass.
Just enough
much like you. I mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's where see, I relate to that.
It's like just enough to get into very deep trouble. I have to call a professional.
It's like, so when people talk about this stuff, it's like, yeah, I haven't done the work in a long time. Oh fuck, that makes me feel old when I realize it was 22 years ago I quit working as a carpenter. Shit, fuck. I mean, damn, you're reminding me how old I am. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm
older.
I did it. I went through it. I loved the work, actually. I really did enjoy doing that stuff. Of course, part of why I loved it so much was because we also did demolition crew, and there's something really satisfying, by the way, of taking a jackhammer to a fucking porcelain toilet.
Shatner just responded to because someone said he was you're not mean enough for Twitter. Someone said, well, But be yourself. We're all mean sometimes. Welcome to humanity. But they post back with a meme of, always be yourself, unless you can be Captain Kirk. Then be Captain Kirk. That's it. Well, what about this, huh? Okay. Do we actually get a voicemail?
I have never understood some people. And I say that with all malicious intention. Why are some people so fucking stupid? I mean,
of course, I got to relaunch.
Sorry, did I say it that way?
God
I
forbid
only
I do that
meant it.
simple.
I mean, when I get moody, I get difficult.
Okay, let's.
And I guess it's natural for me to push these buttons. But dear Lord,
thing. There's this one quote that's been attributed to Da Vinci or also some Spanish general, but it's like the vast majority of these people are suited for no higher purpose than to convert food into shit. So that not like people have gotten stupider. They've always been mostly stupid people.
I think you just explained my ex.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think he was even useful in that process.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
It was great finding out he died. Does that count as anything valuable?
It's something. Pull this back up.
Oh dear Lord! I probably come off really psycho in some of the comments I make.
Okay, don't get me another soda. Wait, this thing
I
restarts.
have no idea what Rob thinks of some of the stuff he's found out about me in the last few months. I'm such a delicate, sweet angel.
God damn it! Come on.
So sweet, so innocent. I apparently offended somebody because, why find out context before you get mad at somebody for saying something? And apparently they got really offended when I said the only thing I feel bad about with my ex is finding out he died and I didn't get to do it. And they're sitting there looking at me going, And I'm like, what? You have no idea what that fucker was. Look, I know the woman who killed him, okay? She did a public service. I'm sorry. And that does not mean that I'm hateful or support abusive stuff or anything like that. I mean, some people aren't worth the fucking oxygen it takes to keep them alive.
All right.
Sorry.
I've been hankering for like fast food I can't get in the East Coast. I don't know why.
I don't understand the whole thing with fast food anyway. So,
well, I don't particularly like a lot of it. I hate McDonald's.
Good boy. Good boy. You just earned credits with me that he's fucking lost repeatedly.
Not that I particularly care for it. It's there and it's cheap.
Yeah, that's McDonald's.
About it,
yeah, that's like saying you went to a bad strip club because you really needed tits and it was the only thing available.
Well, that has happened too.
It's
not as enemy, but
I'm very, I don't think I had. No, I haven't had fast food since I've been back. Yeah. But pizza, which is
it's close.
I wouldn't. Pizza's more. Depends what part of the country.
A lot of the stuff people call fast food isn't fast food. There are classifications. There's fast food, casual dining, pizzerias, and quick foods, and that they're all different classifications.
Yeah.
And fast food's really specific. It's the quick fast service. It's designed to go out so fast they don't make everything fresh to order. It's all that stuff. It's really specific. When you get to the level of things like Culver's and Freddy's and stuff like that, they're not fast food, they're casual food, and it's designed to be made to order every time.
Okay.
Which is still cheap, crappy food, but at least it's not
no longer available.
Stale, cheap, crappy food.
Went to one of my favorite sites. No longer available due to copyright infringement.
Oops.
Fuck you.
Okay.
So But yeah, apparently I've got a whole group that's decided, and it's multiple times come at me because I'm apparently a man-hating, horrible, psycho, violent bitch because I said that I was jealous that somebody else got to kill my ex. I'm not sorry.
I use the Brave browser when I'm accessing a lot of that stuff. We're not gonna say what.
Okay. Oh, just shift totally, but
I don't know what you're talking about because I am so sweet and innocent. My mind doesn't work that way.
Who all has seen the unification thing from Motoy with the return of Bill Shatner as Captain Kirk?
Yes, and with Gary Lockwood as Gary Mitchell.
That's the thing. They actually did get Gary Lockwood.
They did. I thought
they
so.
really did.
My husband was sharing that out to people the other day on his page.
Some not major de-aging, but yeah.
Well, at least they actually went the right way, and on the things that they had to, AI edit some. They went to the families, got consent, did it right with the actual footage of the person, not just creating shit.
No, in fact, even the Daisham Station stuff, that was new stuff. That wasn't,
I've looked it up, and they really went to the balls on that thing to make sure that they did everything right to honor the people that passed. Yeah. So you got to give them that. You got it, especially in this era.
Really, Sam Witwer does kind of look like a young Bill Shatner, so they didn't have to tweak much.
I like I said, it's just there's no dialogue. In fact, that there's no dialogue, but it still just has such
at least a certain amount of plausible deniability as far as what parts they're incorporating, but also having that character Yor as a alien weird guy in the next gen uniform. Apparently, he's already established as a dimension hopping weirdo, so that covers all contingencies. Like, why is there Kelvin stuff showing up? Well, because he hopped in that one, he hopped in another one, he did all over the damn place.
Personally, I'm kind of conflicted on that because I won't say that I've never created stories that use different dimensions and multiverse kind of stuff, but it's been so overdone at this point. It almost makes me hate the stuff I wrote about that years ago before it was popular because most of the versions I've seen people use of that are horrible and not well done and kind of lazy way to get away with things.
Yeah.
And I'm a snob when it comes to literature.
Yeah.
I started writing actually. I don't know if you call it a fan fiction, but I started writing a Silver Surfer script. I wrote 5 or 6 pages of it, and it starts like the animated series with the Watcher. Behold the universe. Wondrously complex. The whole narration. And then the way I did it was you see the surfer and he's kneeling over Alicia Masters in pain, and the camera goes into his eye and back into his synapses, then blacks out, and then the story begins. And then everything goes to that point.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something and see if you think that this sounds as fucked up and twisted as it went. Something I've mostly finished a long time ago, and I keep debating with myself to finish. So what I wrote and created was a poetic novel style, kind of based on the stanza style of Beowulf.
Okay.
And it is a weird dimensional rifted world which combines both versions of Snow White with Lilith and Bathory.
Okay.
By the way, a lot of violence and very fucked up. It kind of twisted things a lot. In fact, it made Bathory the daughter of Lilith, and that she was born in the bloodbath. So there is that also, but I took licenses, I will admit, but it was all within the personality of the actual people, But this is the thing, is what I have a problem with when
freaking hell.
There's an amount of you're going to tweak things a bit to make it unique story, stuff like that. But are you keeping the context of who the characters and the thought process really were? The stuff that drives me nuts the most is when they change really base characteristics of people, or they make heroes bad guys or bad guys misunderstood. chaotics or stuff like that. It's like, no. But there's an amount you have to tweak things to make it creative and unique.
Yeah.
So it's that fine line between honoring where it came from versus bastardizing.
So, question of the can I play or can I play here? I mean, I just took on 2 people, mostly with a mallet. You know.
I keep telling you, this is a game for children and people who want to shoot them.
Yes, I think I just took out 2 of them. Okay.
Oh God, I tried playing some online mode last night in Grand Theft Auto. It's terrible. Oh God, I can't. I remember like, I was playing. I'm like, yeah, this is why I didn't play. This is why I didn't play any of those modes to begin with.
Okay. Oh.
Well, first you have to put a lot of hours in it to quote unquote get good.
What the hell happened to the map? There's a gray section of the map. I've been over this map.
You know, I've been addicted to this YouTube channel called What If. Have you heard? Have you seen it?
No.
What if you spent more than 5 seconds on Venus? What if you fell into Neptune? And they subject this poor CGI like dude to these horrible kind of horrible ends. It's actually pretty interesting. They take a lot of scientific data, and the atmosphere is so heavy on Venus it would crush your lungs.
I think we'd have to do a terraforming of Venus just to get it safe to land on. Even.
Yeah.
How many probes died a horrible death from just by,
There's so many greenhouse gases on Venus that
you should never waste a good probe. Anyway,
phrasing.
Well, the Soviets lost several. Okay, I think when they were at 9, I think finally got pictures.
Okay, the entire point of my comment.
I know. No, I didn't go over. I'm gonna go right by it.
You don't go by it. That's the entire point of the comment.
Yeah.
Images. Okay, yeah, here they are. Images of Venus surface.
Yeah.
The sky's yellow.
Yeah, because it's rather high in sulfur. One of the issues Venus had, one with no moon, there's an issue of there's no centrifugal force in order to spin off all that excess atmosphere. If it had a moon, that would probably induce, some bit more rotation on its axis. But as it is, it's like a Venusian day is slightly longer than a Venusian year. So I'm like, I think we're just gonna let's just get out of town here. Whoop. As we beat the shit out of this poor Toyota. All right.
Toyota's gone to shit. They deserve it. I will always remember the dumb woman with the redneck stripper name hitting my little car. But more than that, I will remember the one years ago. This dumb woman that came into the parking lot too fast and hit my Fit with her Prius, and my Fit was fine. I drove away fine. Everything was fine. She hit me pretty much almost identical same spot on her car as she hit on mine.
Yeah.
It completely collapsed the wheel well system in her car. It had to be towed away. It completely crumpled the front end of her vehicle.
It
didn't breathe the papaya that was sitting loose on top of bottles in the cooler that was overripe in my car. My mom had a mug sitting in the floor well loose that did not tip, but she crumpled the entire front end of her Prius in and crushed her tire.
Yeah, I'm like, there was an accident in front of when we were living in town. I don't know, must have been junior high, high school, but it's like between a Pinto and like something like mid-50s Ford. The older Ford is like maybe scratched a bumper. The Pinto, there was no front end.
Well, Ford was a good company once upon a time. I just don't like the modern ones. And that's a pretty consistent opinion that most of the people I know who are actually, the engineer types who build these kinds of things agree with.
Yeah.
They like the classics. They just don't like the modern.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Ford Europe actually makes some of the best cars in the industry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't get them here.
Not directly. Eventually, something will come over, but but it's not as.
Well, it's like my little Fit has some of the best safety ratings for any small car in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They've quit making them for the U.S. They're only selling them in Canada and Europe now. It's like, why? It had huge numbers in the U.S. It was selling constantly. Why are you making the safer car less available to those here? Right?
Yeah.
Things that make you go, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
Yes, the Honda Fit was discontinued after 2020 year. Honda stopped production of the Fit because sales declined, fuel costs stabilized, and SUVs.
But they've only discontinued it here. They're still making and selling it in their countries.
Yeah.
And that's what they claimed, but their numbers don't add up to their claim at all.
Well, one of the things is in I don't know how much it's changed, but if you build a vehicle that is over 6,500 pounds gross vehicle curb weight, then you're exempt from a lot of emission standards and mileage standards.
Because it's qualified as a truck and not a regular car.
Yeah, it's classified as a light truck.
That's not an issue with the Fit. The Fit had really good for economic and all that. In fact, my Fit, I can often get, when I'm driving around in the hills, I'll leave my mom's place, go over multiple mountain passes, drive around without stopping the car for like 8 hours, come back and it says 50 plus miles to the gallon average. It's really, and it does not have much exhaust issues or other stuff. And it's almost 300,000 miles old now. And it still doesn't have much issues with that. So it was a good car for that.
Yeah, Honda Fit discontinued for the U.S. despite new global. Yeah, it had the Honda Jazz is still made. It's the Honda Jazz in Europe. Yeah.
Now, granted, I can get by now, and they still sell it as Fit in a few other countries, but granted, I can get by now because I'm getting to the point where I need a larger vehicle anyways. For medical to get in and out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna upgrade anyways, but.
Okay.
I have questions because of how much it's popular in a lot of communities and how good its ratings for safety and other shit were. We had a woman freaking smash into the door my mom was sitting against and literally leaning on while gunning it with a fucking cattle guard SUV. And it didn't even... not a bruise on us. Oh, it smashed the door a bit, but nothing. There was not a mark on the inside of the car or us.
There's the perception that small cars in America, there's the perception small cars are dangerous. That's the perception. When in reality,
you're in a lot more danger if you drive something like a fucking Bronco or shit that has a high turnover rollover rate.
I was just about to say that. A big vehicle with a high center of gravity.
Yeah.
Worse. Now that does not mean that big vehicles are also unsafe. It means it's based on the vehicle. The Broncos and the Bronco 2s have always been some of the worst for rollover vehicles. The Bronco 2s, oh god, those things were. Have you ever ridden in one of those?
I've ridden in the GMC Scout, which is a very which is like a forerunner of the
It's
Bronco.
not the same. I've been in all kinds of cars in that class, including from other companies that were connected. The Bronco 2 specifically was one of the worst rollover vehicles in history. And that thing, you literally feel constantly like you're about to roll over your
All the worst aspects of the Jeep. Yeah.
It is terrifying. Jeep is hit or miss. Some of their vehicles are bad for that. Some of them really aren't. And there are actually some that are actually pretty good cars.
All right. Somebody needs to die here.
The problem is with Jeep is that they put more into the aesthetics for the people who want to be rowdy people than they do the actual function. The old Jeeps, that wasn't as true of. That's more true of the modern ones.
Damn it.
I may not know every little specific, but I am a bit of a car girl here.
Yeah.
You know?
And I appreciate that.
Most guys seem to, because they kind of like
Oh,
to
yeah.
know that those vehicles and could get rowdy.
Well, yeah.
This is why these guys in the fake alpha shit talk about women should be soft and delicate, dress up frilly. It's like, or shaming tomboys. It's like, tomboys are hot. Men love us.
No.
Men love us tomboys, don't they?
Oh, God, yeah.
I guarantee you there is no guy that thinks anything is sexier than a girl that'll go hunting and fishing with him and then stick on his overshirt and bang him senseless.
She can change the oil in a car by herself, okay?
I could until my back issues got worse.
Yeah.
I'm just at the point where I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'd rather not crawl under the car wrench anymore.
I could, but I don't now because I have so much spinal issues and so many neuromuscular issues. Yeah. Especially if I have a bad tick at the wrong moment, it's not safe.
Also, nowadays, no matter what do you do with the oil after, it's like, just take it.
Yeah, that's.
There's a Brakes Plus nearby that treated us very well over the years, exceedingly well sometimes.
We have a discount tire nearby us, and they are really good to us. They help with all that. The shop we got the car from when it was new actually undercuts all the other competitors in town for charging on stuff, and we get free taxi services while they're doing work on the car and everything else. So I can still do some crazy shit with it, but if unless I have to, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
Actually, the Fit's not the Honda Fit. The Ford Fiesta is being discontinued in the UK too. That's a huge seller in the overseas.
They're making Fiestas overseas before they're made in here.
Yeah. Let me see. 7th generation. Hold on. That's actually surprising.
See, I don't see much of those over here, but
well, not anymore.
No, I mean Ford Fiesta. I've never seen many around where I live.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Never. That's more of a city. That's more of a city car.
No, I think in
the Fit, it's not an uncommon car for people who are borderline between rural and city and have to kind of do both. Because it has the appeal of both through the way they built it. So people like me who, we live in a city, but we're more rural. We're spending a lot of time out in the woods. The kind of shit I've done with that Fit, nobody should ever be doing with a small car.
Back around 86, 87 was when Ford bought Aston Martin. And remember, disc jockey and Radio 1, BBC, talking about that, just what's going to be with the next Bond film. They're getting a car. What, the Fiesta?
Oh, yeah.
I remember, and this is good. It depends on the factory, which ones are selling most in areas, but where I grew up, we knew the Chevys and Fords that they got in that area, even though we were in the mountains, were not good for snowbanks. They were not good for snow driving. And my mom was laughing one day because Dad had fixed up an old Diplomat, and that thing would tear through every fucking snowbank. He'd go through stuff, and because he had to get people to work because most of the when you're in those rural mountains, they don't give you much excuses. We don't care there's snow. Get your fucking ass in here, And he was waiting for them to get off work one day after a blizzard, and he sat there and he watched and he kept count. He sat there and kept count with full autistic glory, writing them down. Exactly how many vehicles of what class, what size, and what type got stuck in which snowbanks trying to get into this business. And the thing that was interesting about this, and this goes back to the era because every era is different, which company's best at.
Okay.
In the 90s, there was a real heyday for Dodges really being tough, and they weren't getting stuck in this bank. But the Ford and Chevy, even the fucking jacked up trucks, were just getting stuck. And Dad was laughing his ass off. Sitting there watching them, waiting for people to get off work.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad and all his autistic DJ glory, some of the weird shit he'd sit there and catalog with. My dad was an interesting feller. Complete troublemaker, too. But I don't know if that passed on to his children or not.
No.
I would never cause any problems.
Okay,
I'm not hearing
now I
anybody
need to
agree
find
with
a pew. I need to find a pew pew. Okay.
Okay, when I say I would never cause any problems, the response is supposed to be, "Of course not. You're sweet and innocent. We love you."
Yeah. What was
Not
that?
to sit there and stare like, "Is she done lying yet?"
Leveled up again. Okay.
Anyway,
Slow him down a second here.
Dad was fun. I miss him a lot. He make things crazy and wild and out of control in the best ways. I still remember the day Mom bought that stupid. My mom bought those stupid mistletoe balls, the little fake ones, so you can just hang it and not worry about watering it.
Mm-hmm.
And she put it over the entrance of the house, and she went to work. My dad, on his fucking canes, gets up, hobbles around the house to get the stepladder, uses the canes to help himself climb to the top of the stepladder.
Oh boy.
To take this thing down, moves over, climbs up on his seat, and hangs it over his chair. When Mom gets back from work, he sits down right as she's coming up the ramp, smiles, and as she comes in, goes, "Honey, mwah, 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 mwah."
Right. Yeah, here you are. You have to. Go on.
Oh, dear God.
Rules are rules.
So when they moved down to the other house and they moved out of the city, Mom hung it up in the kitchen. He would not let her take it down. If she tried, he put it back up.
Yeah.
It hung in that kitchen for 10 years while they were married without coming down for any season.
Yeah.
Mom hasn't had the heart to take it down since he passed.
Yeah.
She's like, and she'd be in the middle of fucking cooking and he'd walk over and stand behind her under it going,
Okay.
They loved each other. You got to give them that.
Goddamn door. Okay, here we are. Oh, bullets.
I tell people, I know there's people who would think this is a horrible thing, but my dad died the way he would have wanted to.
Yeah.
The last thing he did before he went to sleep and didn't wake up was goose Mom's ass and tease her.
Yeah.
Literally gooses her ass, makes his standard little teasing joke, and then goes to sleep and doesn't wake up.
Where the hell is
That's exactly how he would have wanted it. I'm sure he's up there looking down going, "That's just what I wanted."
Learn to aim, kids. The crosshairs are there to help you. All right. No, not a charge shotgun. I don't like those.
And I know there's people who, if I told them this story, would just sit there going, "What the fuck?" It's like, no, I find this inspiring. He lived the life he wanted and died the way he wanted despite all his medical issues. That's inspiring.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of guys find it inspiring that his last actions were groping an ass.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure there's people who wouldn't want to hear that, like, going to my church group.
Yeah.
What was the last thing your dad did? Oh, he groped Mom in the ass. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, and I know there's a rift over here, so I can get a little distance. Somewhere. There you are.
I'm sitting here trying to make my head work, and it's not working.
I got a little spoiled with the last season and those Iron Man boot jets. To get the got a flying leap and fly across the map. Well, no. I think we'll be taking Snoop's helicopter.
I play the 5th on what I'm playing right now.
Which one is it?
one of the merge ones.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I always say
What was that, Rob?
all they hear after a while is the yelling. They don't hear what you're saying; they just hear you yelling.
Yeah.
And they
He's having issues now.
Okay. Huh.
say, oh,
There we go.
Poor Rob. Your system's cutting in and out on you.
Mine?
A
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Oh, my headset might need to be charged.
Okay.
Let me do that. Let me disconnect and
Okay.
hook up a better mic in my
All
other
right.
headphone while I charge this headset. Okay.
We'll be
All right,
waiting to
let me
cause
just
evil when you return.
Okay, hang on. I'll be right back.
Do.
Okay.
See, I've learned to not be so concerned.
Ooh, hello.
I never understood for so long why I could not seem to get people to understand me. Of course, they couldn't understand me. I am a fucked up autistic little weirdo. Understanding that about myself has helped a lot. It's helped me make sense of the crazy stupid shit I say and do. And I feel better.
Whoops. Ah, shit. All right, asshole. What the hell? I got shot in the back, didn't I, you bastards? Yeah. Little backstabbing son of a bitch. Yeah.
You can't give too much shit. I've seen you shoot plenty of people in the back.
I know, but it's still annoying what happened to me.
So, in other words, you're being a hypocrite.
Exactly. Let's get back there.
All right. Okay.
No, somebody took all four of those, little shorts that Otai was doing, so I put them all together in one big thing.
Someday I'm gonna figure out what the fuck is wrong with you.
Okay.
I got him.
All right. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Where's the cable?
Still got one more thing. Oh, I'm gonna find more headshots, and I got that out of the way.
Charge the headset.
That's better than what I have charging right now.
Yeah. The like
more and then get this.
You guys are getting too used to avoiding certain topics from me.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
like just ignore. She'll quit saying it soon.
Yeah.
Okay. This. Okay. There's that one.
And we're on the verge of leveling up again. So.
Is this the right plug? I guess so.
Okay, I think we're gonna give Sky a
that's-
bit of a rest here.
That should charge it. Does anybody else keep like an extension cord hooked up to near something so they could easily plug stuff in and out so they don't have to reach for the outlet? Or is that just me?
Sometimes.
I don't know.
I don't really have the extra outlet to make an extension cord on in this room. Or the space for it to string around without getting caught in my pedals.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do what I can.
And it's charging. It's been about 3 or 4 hours since the last of use time since the last charge. So it's due. So yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah, Dad yelled all the time. Now, granted, it was a long time. I know it was a long time ago. Well, you don't know it was a long time ago. I know it's a long time ago. But 1992, I told my father I wanted to move out of state.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him, "Yeah, I want to try living out of state for a while. You know,
Mhm.
I really don't like where I am, and I'd
Yeah,
like to try
mhm.
something else." And you
Mhm.
thought I'd murdered somebody.
Mm.
He got him. I said, "Well, I'm gonna go there for a little while, see how I like it, and
Yeah,
then we
mhm.
take it from there." You twin.
You know, it's funny. As close as I was to my parents, they never argued when I said I was moving out of the state.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that
No.
says.
He
If like after all
started.
the shit you've been through, they know you'd be fine. So
Yeah, he started. You can't do it. You can't afford it. You
Mhm.
can't do it. And his big thing was,
Mhm.
you're going to work for $4.50 an hour. That was his
Mhm.
big thing. You're
Mhm.
going to go work for $4.50 an hour. I said, well, Dad, that's not possible.
Mhm.
Why? Oh yeah. How do you know? I said, because the minimum wage where I'm going is $8 an hour.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh sure. Oh sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Being the child of an Italian of a staunchly
Let's do something.
ethnically Italian parent was not fun.
See, we had a very, very close-knit family where we didn't want people to leave. But on the other hand, Dad liked having the house to himself with Mom. So he was kind of encouraging
Mhm.
all of us to get the fuck out. So
There we
it
go.
was, do I want to argue about I want my kids around, or do I
Mhm.
want to argue about
Yeah.
I want to
Mhm.
have sex anywhere in the house I want? Guess which one won with him?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, my father's big thing was just getting my face. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. You can't even make a living for yourself. I'm like, thanks a lot, Dad. Thanks. The vote of
Yeah.
confidence is overwhelming.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Well, my siblings and my cousins ran a fucking poll and bets on when I would drop out of Job Corps,
Oh God.
Not if, when.
which I'm sure pissed all of them off when I graduated with almost 4 years worth of programs in 18 months
Mhm. Mhm.
as one of the top rated students.
Mhm.
Freaking.
I'm sure they're sitting there going, damn it,
Mhm.
we had a bet here. She wasn't supposed to do well. It's like, yeah, but I did. So suck this.
Mhm.
I don't care. In fact, the more they said that shit, the more I did well.
Yeah.
And then I reminded my brother that I did really well, whereas when you went to Job Corps, you got kicked out.
How much was in the pool? Mine. Come on.
Give me, you little fuckers. I mean, and that was part of it. My brother got kicked out of Job Corps in 3 months for a brawling.
Well, let's see. Did I get all the
Not just because he got into a fight, but because he got such an anger fit when he got into the fight that it took several staff members to pry him off the guy.
Ow.
Granted, I know what happened. The guy was completely in the wrong and started it, but that doesn't matter in that moment.
So it's a second punch that draws the foul. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you did this to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you did it. You. It all you. There are moments. But yeah, I finished and I went through a Job Corps that was 3 dorms full of men and half a dorm full of women. I mean, and most of those women were in a couple programs. And trust me, it wasn't carpentry with me. So I dealt with some shit.
Yes, we're stopping by the radio station first. Okay.
But you know what? To all the girls out there that go, well, there's still sexism there. It's like, well, then what you do is you go into those fields and show the men that they're wrong. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't cry and say, look at this stupid shit they're saying to me. I went, hey, come here, bitch. Let me show you how it's done. Guess which one gets you more respect from those kinds of people, too?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry to all those girls, but if all you do is complain about it, you're proving their point.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna change shit.
This really should be blocked off, you know. There's a big old box down here somewhere. Okay. All right. There we go. Gimme. Come on. All right. Now let's see.
Yay!
Yay.
Where are we?
I don't know if people think I seem like the personality of somebody who would go into things like carpentry.
Mm-hmm. What, hitting things with a hammer so they can't get, so they stay placed where you put them?
When you I always use the analogy whenever I was doing a live stream. When you have a hammer, when all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail.
Mm-hmm.
That analogy could have really translated well with my ex's head.
Mm-hmm.
Either head, actually. Sorry.
Joan was quizzical, studied metaphysical science in the home.
I'm not a bitter woman overall.
Sure.
I'm really not, actually.
No, it works everything out, so there's no bitterness left.
That said, there's certain people, male and female, I really think should have just been swallowed. Just saying.
Yeah.
You ever look at somebody and all you can think is the best part of you ran down your mother's leg? There you go, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm in a snarky mood today. Sorry, Rob.
Time for a little shopping here, okay?
I don't mind snark.
That makes for good television, okay?
And I'm a bitch, but I'm still the one out there helping defend men who are victims or mistreated and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only a bitch to the ones who deserve it. And I'm a bitch to the women who deserve it too.
Yeah.
Fuck them bitches. I mean,
what's over here?
Fuck off.
Huh. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
That back. Okay. All right. That was useful. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I got a rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher solves a lot of problems.
It would be good to have some rockets. Yeah. Ooh, hello. What have I got here so far?
That's always my favorite part of Grand Theft Auto Online, though.
Yeah,
turning a rocket launcher on some a-hole.
Yeah, I've done that again.
Yeah,
did that yesterday actually.
Timmy from Provo, Utah gets out of line. Oh yeah,
yeah.
The one that cracked me up was watching Nita try to play this version of Grand Theft Auto where it actually has voice recognition of your saying and stuff.
Oh boy!
So it was like dealing with the cop and she's ticking things like "fuck you, go eat a bullet" and stuff like that.
God. I'm sure it went over so well.
It's like,
ma'am, step out of the car.
I was like, oh shit. It's like simple things, like when she was streaming Among Us with people and they got so used to her ticking, claiming that she was guilty when she wasn't, that she actually started ticking it was me while she was killing people and nobody believed her.
All right, there we go.
It's like, well, you can get away with it that way, I guess.
That's what I'm looking for. All right. And this is really my preferred layout here, but yeah. Damn it. AR, shotgun. Well, usually I prefer a submachine gun in the third slot, and then a something, sniper type thing, and then med stuff in the end. Oh, looky.
Hmm. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm,
It would be nice to actually win one once in a while, you know, just to
No way, you suck, bitch.
get that battle royale on camera, on the line, on stream. You know,
yeah. I'm having
it does happen
my
occasionally.
connection's going in and out here.
Mm.
Don't know why.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be worried about it, huh? All right. There is stuff up there I need to get to. Come on. All right. Let's see if we can plot out of there. There we go. Now, where are you? Hi. Okay, that was dumb.
Well, that would explain why you did it.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do the one that hit top of me. All right, so there.
But was it simping level dumb?
No, just Zig when I should have zagged type of dumb. Yeah.
It wasn't even white knight level, huh?
Nah, there's like no, it's above you, dumbass, not below you. Yeah. And I just made it impossible to get to, so I got to waste lead. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I need psychological help. Say what? Say what? Stick your penis in your butt.
Let the stink bomb disperse.
Penis juice.
Try to be cute. Not working. Okay. Let's see other goodies here. Not fall up on that. And I got
Connect to the internet. I am connected, you ass.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
I don't feel like messing with it right now. Okay. Okay, might as well clean the place out.
I'm
When
gonna
you start,
get a,
when you start going through things, hey, this is a nice house. I wouldn't mind doing this myself.
I'm gonna get it for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta start making notes saying, how is this build? This is a pretty nice house. This would be a nice place to live. I'll look up once in a while.
I still say tomboys are a superior breed of women.
Mm-hmm.
We have the best of it, both feminine and rowdy.
Yeah.
I also say the reason why some people don't agree with that is because they're big giant pussies who can't handle a tomboy.
Yeah. It's part of the fight I'm having. It's like, don't call me a tomboy. That's not the wrong time. Tomboy's the most, like any movie, the tomboy is the most interesting character of the whole damn piece.
I find it interesting also with all these fake alpha bitch hoes.
There's no stars. Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing as the feminists.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be a strong person of your gender without trying to make the other gender weak, then you're not strong.
Yeah.
You're a weak ass little pussy bitch. Sucks to suck. Go cry about it, right?
Yeah.
When you end this stream, I'm playing for you the one that she says about the point of view of going on a date with me.
Oh boy.
I swear she cracks me up.
Wasn't sure it's going to pull that maneuver off. Okay, there we go.
Are you a sad, pathetic little loser with no friends? It sucks to suck. Go cry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she had a point.
Yeah.
It was rude, but it was a valid point.
They included a Wicker Man type of thing. A truck. Well, let's see. Anything in the trailer? Yes, there is. I hate when this. Come on, damn it. Want to get in the trailer, not on it. There we go. Jetpack? Why, yes, I think I will.
I don't feel good. I want to castrate something.
Someone to talk to? Okay, let's see.
All right, I'm back. Sort of.
Okay, kid. What do you know?
Adventure calls.
Penis juice.
Oh yeah.
Help your butt.
There's a juicy penis out there, isn't there?
Okay, I got one. Okay. I think that's probably about the big live event, Juice World thing. It's like everything's fucking rappers. I mean, not everyone's gonna rap. But a lot of people are not exactly excited about this, what they did with the season.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. That's why it took forever just to get the battle passes. Like, I don't want Snoop or Eminem or anything.
I mean, I literally don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Either way.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. It's for losers like you. I mean.
Okay.
I am a bit of a bitch as a friend, aren't I?
I bet, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you all love me anyway.
Another jetpack. How nice. Anything back here in your dome? Nope.
I don't know why that one line of that video stuck in my head. He wasn't here when I was saying it a minute ago. Are you a sad, pathetic little loser with no friends? Well, sucks to suck. Go cry about it. That's how I feel towards most people. I don't fucking care. Granted, once I care about people, I very, very much care.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't care about you, you fucking exist to me.
Okay.
Is that bad?
Nah. Okay, I think we have now done all the daily tasks for today. All right. All right. I'm back in here. Get the last one. Yeah, and I already got her, so we're done with that. Done those. Don't have that, so don't care. So at this point, if I do any more for a while, it's just going to be for grinding out, just for the sake of making content.
You've been on air a couple hours. You could end the stream and actually spend a little time with me before my night.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm going to wrap us up here soon. As far as this part goes,
kids, never decker with an unwrapped pecker.
Do not stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah, it only took my brother almost 48 years to figure that out.
Trust us on that one, kids. Okay, we know what we speak.
I made my mother laugh. I told her that I wanted to tattoo "Don't stick your dick in crazy" on my brother's forehead so he'd see it in the morning every mirror. Yeah. In the mirror every morning. I just inverted that. Fucking hell, I'm tired.
Of course, you have to write it backwards, so
Well, that doesn't take that much work. It's not that hard. The point is to have him see it.
Mm-hmm.
You see this? This is what's wrong with you, you dumb fucking asshole. I mean, you are fucking turning 48 in a couple months. You are too old to be this stupid. I mean, I love my brother. Don't forget that when I'm making this rant. I mean,
well,
even if he does hate our community with a passion.
Well, again, it's like, the men really don't mature per se. What maturity we get is from the school of hard knocks. Just
And I'm kind of not kidding on that. My brother hates the whole community that we hang out in. It was actually great a few years ago when he was getting really mouthy bitching about my friends and the whole fandom community here, and started bitching about his disagreements with us on entertainment, and got ripped into by my 16-year-old niece. That was great. I just sat there going, God, that girl is so my girl. I know he's my brother, and I'm supposed to want to not be a full bitch to him. But on the other hand, being a bitch is so easy, and I'm so fucking good at it.
Well, as long as you embrace that.
Oh, I know what I am. There's no questioning what I am. It's an unfortunate thing is that I love my brother. But there are days they end in Y, where I think he's a dumb fuck. I love him. I embrace that he's my brother, partly because I have no choice. I can't get away from it. I mean, but that doesn't mean that I don't look at him and go, good God. How did somebody as smart as our mother have a son as dumb fuck as you? I mean, I'm in a mood today.
Yeah. Just reminded line of Smokey the Bandit. And Jackie Gleason, there is no way you came from my loins.
I'm gonna go home.
First thing we do when I get home, and I'll punch your mama right in the mouth.
Jackie Gleason, you know how to make domestic violence.
Oh God. That movie, they really didn't go. The script was a guide. Most of that was really improv. This is what we. This is the scene we're going for. Say what you want.
Well, Jackie Gleason improv'd
Yeah.
everything. I mean, he would ad lib everything.
Yeah.
His big thing was, I look at the script only once.
Yeah. Well, this is like, the script sucks, but I like the story.
And when he made the toy with the toy with that little kid, Steve, he was a little kid at the time, Stevie Schwartz. He was so mean to him because he's like, what is he doing? This is not what the script says. And he didn't understand what
the kid got it probably. Yeah.
Kid got yeah. Oy vey, that's me. So anyway, Stevie Schwartz.
I mean, I think it's safe to say we're all a very fucked up group, right?
Yeah.
And I like hanging out with you guys because you make me feel young. I mean, sorry.
That's okay. I'm very comfortable, not comfortable in the knowledge, but I'm gonna make a miserable old man because I'm a miserable young man.
Well, consider
you're not young.
Look at there I am.
I mean,
I sat on that bridge and was like, yeah, this is home. Okay.
Look, I may not be as old as you guys, but I'm not young. I have to face that first of all.
Well,
and I'm proud of every fucking year I've survived with all my medical and mental issues and what I've been through.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. It is what it is. But sometimes I like to feel like I'm not the old one in the group. And I stream with a lot of dumb young shits. I mean,
so it's good to string this dumb old shit sometimes.
Yeah, you remind me that stupidity is not an age. I mean,
no. On record, this bridge set is now currently in Sandusky, Ohio, being set up as we speak. Now, I'm sure the Spirit Shore is now left the site.
That's not exactly that far from where I'm going to be at the end of February.
Exactly, is why I make a point. Yeah, go see it.
Where are you going to be at the end of February?
Going over to see another show with Drew and meet a bunch of my friends in Columbus area in Ohio. And so it's literally only like an hour and a half drive to where he's talking about.
You're going to have the gnome in tow?
Yes. I get to spend time with my gnome. I get to spend time in person with my gnome. That poor bastard. I mean,
especially when you get into the Drew show.
I am still convinced I need to get a gnome hat and stick it on his head when Drew's looking at him.
Yeah. Because I know they're actually.
Oh, God, he's in the
chat. What? It's gonna be. So you're the gnome. You're the reason you call me that.
Get your ass in here, gnome. I know it's earlier than our normal hangout, but come in here. No. We love you, idiot.
Yeah, but watch your ass on that trip.
I would not do anything to hurt my gnome.
No.
Tease and torment, yes. Hurt, no.
No, hurt, no. Highly entertaining, yeah. Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
The hell?
No.
See, I like torturing the gnome. It's how he knows I care about him. Fuck you. Captain Asian Dick. The AI voice still throws me off. Partly because I spent like 10 years trying to do one of those intentionally and couldn't. But I can tick it.
Yeah.
I still can't do it, but I can tick it. That's the weirdest thing. The stuff that I tick, I cannot make those voices or those sounds on my own. It's so weird. Micro penis of the north. Bitch mode activated.
With Duke the Wonder Dog.
We need no. We need. If you can kind of tell, I'm having a day.
North to Alaska, we're going north the Russia zone. All right, now no idea. Let's see, where are some of these ancient country music tunes that I've stored away in the karaoke list? Waiting for the opportunity for Anthony to do another fucking stream. So, oh, Critical Drinker's done a thing. I'm not crying, you're crying. About the unification thing.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Put that aside. Okay. No, Dave Collin did a thing, but everyone's doing. I should do a video on because everyone else is jumping on the bandwagon. That's Doomcock saying he never watched Generations apparently because of all the stuff that happened there. No, it doesn't exist the way it will. So I had to point a thing. The reason because he also jumping on Picard season 3. The reason why Picard season 3 was such a hit was because it undid a lot of Generations.
And it ignored seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah. No, every season of that stupid show was a do-over anyway, so that wasn't a surprise. They cared that little. Yeah, just reboot every damn season.
I saw somebody last night. They were discussing Picard season 2. I'm like, why are you going back and watching this again?
God, I totally avoided that one. I would catch occasional clips, but that was it.
I'm trying to erase that from my memory. Here's the thing. When people say to me, "Oh yeah, but you don't have to watch it." "Oh yeah, but you don't." "Oh yeah, but it doesn't undo all the others." I'm like, but it dilutes the brand.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's where I agree. I have a weird thing on the people who like obsessively fuck off. Rewatch shit all the fucking time.
I'm pretty sure I have not rewatched
I have not a lot, Lydian.
I have not rewatched Generations. I saw it in the theater, 30 years ago.
If you like something, enjoy it. If you hate something, it's valid to watch something the first time. It's valid to investigate things. I still have issues with people who know they're going to hate something and watch it just to bitch about it because I think that's really childish.
Yeah.
But that has more validity than these people who rewatch shit constantly to bitch about it constantly because they want attention. At that point, just get a fucking life. I mean,
yeah. No, I went to see it with my dad, and I mean, my dad was a fan. Wouldn't admit it, but cause he would have got me in the first because he used to watch it back in the NBC, and I was a toddler right next to him, so blame him for me in the first place. But
I didn't see Generations till years later.
Yeah,
I was like, it's.
But even my dad said, why don't they do this? Why don't they change the frequency? So even my dad, who is deliberately not steeped in the lore like he was, could see the problems.
I mean, to be fair, and I'm going to say this as nicely as I can because I am a Trek fan. I have yet to see anything from Trek where I couldn't see problems with the story and the lore.
But some stuff you can kind of squint and move by, but other kinds like, no, these people are not this stupid. What the hell?
That's gotten clouded by the actors opening their fucking mouths. Anyways,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, social media is probably the worst thing to happen to start because
So it's like, I'm conflicted on this stuff because honestly, I think there's good and bad in it, and the only movies I absolutely hate is fucking Nemesis and Past.
And I'm also, since reading the making of Star Trek, I tend to look at it from the perspective of a producer. It's like, okay, why did they do this? Not just that was dumb, but why did they do something that's dumb? And with Nemesis, like they brought in a director who unlike Nick Myers and others, did not go back and do any research. Just check what was given to him and filled in gaps of stuff they didn't fill in. Like he thought that Geordi was an alien because of the eyes, and that frustrated LeVar Burton no end. He's gonna, and his stated was to say this is gonna be the first Star Trek movie. Like, no, this is the 10th. You can't do that. Okay. The 10th movie overall, and it's like the 7th is the next generation.
I've got to find that Trekkies special from the 90s because it literally had the kid explaining this story he wrote as a fan story named Nemesis, and they fucking ripped off that kid.
You're talking Gabe Kerner's thing?
No,
they have the same name, yeah.
There was a special that they aired on Showtime that was literally behind the scenes on a bunch of Trek community stuff that they called Trekkies, and it actually had this little teenage fan explaining the novel he wrote, wanting to make a movie out of it called Nemesis, and they ripped him off.
It was Gabe Kerner.
I
didn't it got theatrical. I've got it.
I didn't think that was him, but
he was a teenager then, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was. Because I remember they had special uniforms and all stuff, and he was part of the group.
No. He didn't go into the uniforms and shit. This was a different thing.
His dad had converted a small truck to look like a shuttle.
No.
Okay, well, maybe.
This was a kid who basically was ostracized from half of his family.
I've
got to find this thing. I know I can remember this, but I can't remember the names that went fucking with it, you know?
Well, it wouldn't be hard to come up with the name Nemesis.
But it wasn't just the name. Yeah. There was so much fucking stuff that was the same. And the thing is, I've tracked it, and that name and this plot have been basically revamped and retold by so many of the fucking fans. It's literally, they're just plagiarizing each other. And it's like, why?
Yeah. Well, Nemesis was really, they pretty much almost admitted they're ripping off Wrath of Khan.
And it wasn't good once. So why did they keep ripping off person after person after person to create this shithole of a pile of rubble that pissed on everything about it? And while we're at it, as much as I like a lot of the next gen movies, why did every fucking movie have to be about Picard and Data?
And they read this thing of, his best friend. Data generally annoyed Picard. Data was best friends with Geordi.
Yeah. Picard saw Data as just he's a crew member, but he wasn't. Data.
Look, we loved Picard, but most of the time he was an antisocial dickhead to them. That's part of his charm.
Yeah. Since
we love the fact that he was an antisocial dickhead, don't we?
It's a twist of an air of congeniality. You have to see that's what I project. Yes, sir.
If anything, it's it'd be Picard and Riker would be the two.
Yeah, closer, or Picard.
Even Picard and Worf would have been better. Because Worf and him had understanding of each other because of a lot of the shit they'd both seen.
Yeah.
Head of security, you'd have to have a close relationship with the head of security.
Yeah. And honestly,
it was just Chadish,
Worf is, I swear, first of all, one of my favorite characters out of all the Treks. But it's also, honestly, Michael Dorn's the one that's not out there bad-mouthing everybody. It's just trying to unite the fans. He seems to be the rational one in that cast.
Yeah. And you piss off your audience, you don't have a show anymore. These are the guys paying your salary in the end.
And if you do your research on him, his opinions overall are definitely more to that side, but he's also got friends on every side. He's done projects with almost everyone. One of the people he calls his friend is Tim Allen. He obviously isn't one of those that you got to think like me to get along with me kind of personality. Right. I can get along with anyone, whether I agree with them or not, as long as they're not trying to force me to agree with them.
Whereas Tim Russ still hasn't gotten over the election.
I don't fucking care. I'm not over it, and I wouldn't be either direction because of the fucking issues that I've talked to you about.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit there and criticize people on that one. Because I think we've absolutely fucked this country so much over the last several elections on both sides that it's not going to come around. We have to collapse some in order to rebuild.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. You don't get to this level and not collapse in order to rebuild.
Yeah.
There's no point in history where that's ever been true. Sorry, I know I'm a bit on that.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm such a cheery bitch.
He's still posting this shit about comparing to the evil Nazi bad guys. It's like, enough already. Votes been taken. You lost. Get over it.
Did I just say I really don't fucking care? I was trying really nicely to hint at you.
Yeah.
I could easily leave.
All right, well.
I didn't say anything.
It's like, Tim,
I know you didn't.
Yeah.
Bob knows I don't want to get into this.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely hate both sides for a lot of very valid reasons.
Yeah.
Got it, Bob?
Yeah.
There we go.
Again, the point with Tim Russ being an asshole, not on the politics of the matter.
Yes, but all you had to say is he's a dick. You don't have to go into the politics of why. Believe me, there's a lot of politics of why and why Sirtis and McFadden are bitches and little trash piles. But I don't get into the politics of why. I just say that they're trash. Also, McFadden. I can't say that on air.
Probably not.
Let's just say if she really, really wants to claim that she's a minority so bad, there's things on a minority she can choke herself on. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, the minority is Scottish, I think. Their name McFadden. That is her real last name, McFadden.
Scottish, and I can't remember it. It's a weird little name, but literally this little. The other side of her family is from this little tribe culture out in the middle of Europe, close to off towards Russia, and it's literally one of the whitest races in Europe.
So a touch of Slavic with mostly Gaelic. Oh, they're such a minority, huh? But yeah, I to try and bring Doomcock back from the edge of some of the stances. It's like not the reason why Picard Season 3 was a hit, even though he railed against that one, it's more of the same shit. No, you don't understand what's going on because you didn't bother to see them. Anyway, it largely undid a lot of generations. Enterprise D is brought back, given a proper send off, and there's hope held out that Kirk is not quite dead yet. And it wasn't just pulling foot. They shot new stuff of Daystrom Station showing those readouts.
But
so it does.
I just want to know how he actually believes the thing about monopoly being pro-capitalism.
Well, because it's about buying property and screwing over your neighbor for rent.
Yeah, about screwing people over. Literally, the game was designed by a couple of Marxists who were trying to make people hate capitalists.
And it failed miserably.
They turned it into an American institution.
Yeah.
Yeah, breaking up families and marriages since what year?
Yeah.
But the point is, it's not pro-capitalist. Whether or not the people play it and decide to play it that way does not mean it's an institution that's pro-capitalist or that the game was ever written in a way.
It's an entry level. It's an entry level game of real estate development. I'm sure Trump mastered it at the age of 5.
I know. Yeah, I agree. Listen, it's supposed to show you why one person owning everything is bad.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I think the game itself is inherently good or inherently evil.
Yeah.
I just found it really ridiculous that he had this video railing so hard about them making an anti-capitalist version of Monopoly, and I'm sitting there going,
it already is.
Doomcock, sweetie, we love you, but no. It is that. That's what it was created for. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck off. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But now, since season 3 of Picard does redeem Generations a little bit, it's still a stupid movie,
Yeah,
but it's pled down from major felonies to just several misdemeanors. So
you don't fix something retroactively. It's still bad.
Yeah, but you can undo you can undo the bad stuff that came afterwards.
Yeah.
So,
but like I said, though, the problem with something like that is it still exists. I mean, it's you dilute the brand and it still exists. And then if people want all we're getting is more this bad version of it.
Yeah.
And then so many people, I remember back when it came out, and one of the ones that didn't get good popularity and they claimed was so about trying to over politicize insurrection, which got blasted all over the place when it came out. It was actually really well done, and it did actually take on an entertainment version of the Trail of Tears in a way that wasn't over prophesizing. It wasn't shoving all the political stuff down your throat. It was literally saying, leave people the fuck alone to develop and be who they are on their own. We shouldn't be taking people from their homes to benefit the majority.
Yeah. It was taking the overall issue and Star Trek, you broaden it to just the general morality of the whole thing. You don't make a direct one-to-one analogy.
Yes, it was, and they even said it was written to call out what had been done in the Trail of Tears in a way that fit the Star Trek universe. And the fact that they said that got them blasted, it's like, yes, but they did it the way that Roddenberry would have. In a way that universalized it for people on both sides to understand each other.
Yeah, you can apply it towards Armenia or just them getting rid of the trailer park down the road so they can put up a high-rise type of thing. That applies on a broad scale.
And that's the point. If you do things well, you can tell some of those stories without cramming and ham-fisting and actually make more people able to understand and share in that experience. That's the point of good fucking storytelling. Yeah.
That's it. When that came out, I was out there saying, no, this is probably the first good Star Trek movie in a while. Whether or not it's a good movie, that's another debate. But as Star Trek, it was perfect.
Actually, I will still say it's a good movie. Was it necessarily the most intense, action-packed, entertaining movie if that's the kind you're after?
Yeah.
No. But was it actually good storytelling the way they did it? So a good movie? Yes.
Yeah.
So I will debate the good movie on because there was a lot of good to it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it like it's open. I'm not going to say one way or the other how good a movie it is per se, but
I think
it's a Star Trek story. It's perfect. It's
I think when it comes to saying whether or not something's a good movie, that is something that has too much subjective.
Well,
whether something is made in a way that is good versus whether something's good overall is versus objective versus subjective.
If they had done it as a 2-part Next Gen episode, they'd be up for a Hugo Award. Yeah.
Well, and again, that's the problem a lot of people have with the motion picture is it was a rewrite of something that was planned as an episode. And so they stretched it like hell to make it fit. And it's still a good movie, onesies aside, and God, those things are horrible.
Yeah.
It's not just even that they're really ugly onesies that look like pajamas. It's that they're badly sewn and you can see the bad angles and edges. It's like, oh God, that's so horrible. That's so ugly. Anyway, that aside, the story's a bit slow, and so people criticize it for that, but it's still engaging. It's still deep. It's still got a good story to it. It's just a little slow.
That's good. The Paramount is finally also saying, okay, no, this is the movie. The theatrical cut, that was a rough cut. It's no longer touted as this is now the finished version.
Can I finish my sentence?
Yeah.
And yes, they did go heavily on the ship porn to distract people from how long they had to stretch it to.
That was also that was the one over dweebs like me who bitched and moaned about what have they done to the ship. You see it on the big screens. Okay, now I get it.
There was a lot of reasons they did it. It was to pad the time so they had less to fill in later. It was to try to make people forget how long they were stretching it out to. It was to appease the nerds who went, leave the Enterprise alone, you fucker. Because honestly, that's a bit me too. I love my fucking Enterprise. Like, don't touch.
Well, yeah.
But we know that they added that in to basically goad us into liking the movie.
Yeah.
We know that. We're not fucking stupid.
It's like a 2-hour television.
Might be, but I mean, get in here, Gnome.
A 2-hour television thing, not the same as a 2-hour movie, because 2-hour television means also commercial breaks in between somewhere in there. Whereas the movie, nope. You're in there for the whole 2 hours.
It would have been a brilliant 2-part episode.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even originally written as a 2-part episode. It was written as a 1-part episode.
Yeah, just a 2-hour premiere. So.
No. The original script was supposed to be a 1-hour episode.
Ah. Okay.
It was supposed to have way less in it.
Ah.
And of course, some of what they padded out for would be to explain it moving forward into the timeline because it wasn't in the episodes of the show anymore. It was later.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to add in some plot to explain that. You got to do all that stuff. That's fine.
Yeah.
But they definitely padded it like hell.
Yeah. Also, it's like the theatrical cut is it's a rough cut.
But you compare
they wouldn't fit. Yeah. It's just like throw it on there, cut it. We got to get. Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because context is everything, darling.
Yeah. I mean, Bob Weiss carried it to the premiere in Washington under his arm, still wet. Shatner asked him, "How is it?" I don't know.
Yeah.
That movie was the biggest frustration of his career for so many years because the one movie he didn't get a chance to do a test screening. So they go back and tighten it up. No, they got that premiere date locked in. If we don't release it on that date, we're going to get our asses sued.
I am so girly here. Good God, look at the shit I'm saying and ranting about. Look at this conversation. I've gone from hunting in the woods to carpentry to Star Trek and Tomboy.
Debating going from this to this and why they had to do a ship porn theme because this is a radical change, okay? And conclusion is like the only original component is the saucer. Everything else is brand new. That's the only way it works. You can't retrofit anything. And it goes along with what Jeffrey set up in the first place. It's a modular design thing. We just plug in units.
There is something actually that's strangely appealing about modular building.
Yeah.
Which ironically is becoming more popular in houses again. But the problem is that the people that are using the modular houses are building them all the fucking same. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to vary them. You're supposed to go, these are the base parts. Let's build it in different shapes. Let's have it stick out in different directions. Let's have different. No, what you're doing is you're having people mass order them and then just build the same house like 10 times and sell them as a strip and call it a homeowners association. It's like, if you look up these modular companies and the stuff they're giving you as options to build these houses, it's actually fucking brilliant shit. How can they make it this lifeless? There's so many options. There's so much cool shit they're building. But I will be right back. I gotta take care of something really quick.
Let's see. Did they get a big one? Open it. Here we are. No. That is big enough. I can show stuff here. It was like when I was doing the my attempt at deck plans way back in the day. Here's kind of got a point. Do I really need to draw out every damn quarter on that thing? It's like,
don't think so.
I didn't think. No, it's like just draw a couple of samples, but like these are the deck quarters, So, but yeah, I have to it's like. Because a lot of they put these lines on them, make it look technical. I have no idea what they are, but okay, well, let's see. If you can plug in a new Bassard collector in there, you can swap out the entire unit. Right here is where that red, yellow circle, the red outline is. Well, let's see. How to reconcile some of the weird, references here and there. Does this thing have to do with the warp drive or the impulse engine? So, because the references to both. So, okay, well. And where Scotty was doing his thing on That Which Survives, or sticking his screwdriver into the antimatter stream, that's not up here; it's somewhere else. So I figured that's down about here. There's your main intermix chamber, the matter antimatter reaction chamber, as Spock called it there. And that term did carry over to the next gen. It's in the tech manual. Later known colloquially as just the warp core. But that red circle there, okay, that's where it's located, not way back here, because you're actually putting this big tube thing down here or there. No, that doesn't line up right. And even crossing over, the angles aren't right. But if you stick it over here, just make it a power manifold, where it's sending power to both the impulse engines and the warp drive, then you don't have to be right under there. You can put the sucker anywhere. So, okay, well, directly above the warp drive, right up here midship. And just put some power conduit, because also the location of the lithium crystal chamber was right here. It's got to be upstream from the nacelles, but downstream from the intermix chamber. So right there, okay, and then follow the flow, and there we go. And here's the innards, and I figured to satisfy the references of the animator pod. Well, okay, we can put a little animator pods up here as our backup units in the nacelles. Because one point, there's an engine room in every nacelle. No, there's not. Okay, it's one engine room. And it's down in the lower section. Everybody knew. The cast even knew that. Well, I did make one little concession, but the first season engine room was the configuration completely different than the second season. So I figured, okay, well, we put this first season room in front of the tube assembly, because there's nothing in the middle there. It's, and the second season room is back here behind it. It's been there the whole time. It's just, they switched over which one was going to be the main one, which one's the backup. But okay, well, you got a little engineering thing up here, a little engine room up here for the impulse engines. Similar, but not quite right. Not quite the same thing. Got the big fusion reactors here. Under here, got the little work bee docking thing. I figured it was a Petri Bloomquist picture, I think, from one of the Ships of the Line catalog, where they showed this thing open with a couple of work pod bays there. Okay, that's nifty. And then all the works here for generating antimatter and storage pods, and then we got the deuterium slush tanks up here. And the bridge, like how to fit under the dome. It's like the only time we saw it way up on top was the cage with a much larger dome. But somehow during discussion on Trek BBS, it put the notion, it wasn't even intended by the guy who said it, but pointed out that the dome was different. Wait a minute, yeah. So instead of chopping the dome in half like they did on the actual model, no, they lowered it down. So the bridge is still located directly in the center of that dome, but now the dome is down a bit. So. Yeah, and I got up here their version of 10 forward, which is like kind of 7 forward. This one I pulled some of the terms from the later versions. That meant, okay, well that's what that is. Was it off-axis field table? Okay, well the warp grills are inside here. This is what you can do when you have an established canon to base things on and can extrapolate.
Mm-hmm.
You can put, okay, well, let's work backwards here. Well, that's what that is, and that's what Whereas if you got a producer like Alex Kurtzman, well, they couldn't keep it straight anyway, so we're not even going to try. It's all fantasy. Who cares?
Perfect canon on anything. That doesn't mean give up.
Yeah, I know. It's like
same is even true of sitcoms and basic stuff too. There's always things that get messed up or changed or rooted or something. Or
It's one thing if you occasionally mess up here and there with a date or something. That doesn't give you a license to just fuck it all. We're gonna,
I just hate the whole thing. Well, it's a fictional universe. You can do whatever you want. Like, no, not really.
No, because once you've established certain rules and a certain conduct and a certain life in the universe, when you just say fuck it all, chuck it all, you're basically insulting your fans.
Might as well be a Monty Python, pantomime sketch at that point, And then suddenly, the U.S. astronaut Buzz Aldrin and pantomime Princess Margaret burst through the door with machine guns blazing and won the day.
I was just thinking the episodes sometimes feel like you're going through and now for something completely different.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then the Klingons are defeated by Mitzi Gaynor. Just throw stupid shit on the screen and hope people laugh.
I mean, that is kind of what we do on our streams. I mean,
yeah.
And then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and
then Spock pulled out the door, and then the power Grayskull, and it's like,
and then Batman showed up, and he said, you can't do that, and I said, me, and then I said.
You ever go, ever presented with my alternate ending for Generations? And I dragged it up each time or two, and whatever comes up in it somewhere. Okay, here's my ever. It's like what they should have done.
And here's the thing: as fans, we will disagree on which movies are bad, which things screwed up things and stuff. We will always have these arguments as fans. We have always had these arguments as fans. We didn't used to use that as an excuse to call each other every vulgar thing under the fucking sun.
No, that's more of a thing of newer fandom coming in and thinking, no, we've always done this. Every fandom does it.
Don't get me wrong. Sometimes those arguments would turn into very heated and insulting debates.
Yeah, but...
and sometimes we would call each other horrible shit. But there was a level to it. Come on, people.
Yeah. A little perspective. We're still talking about a show.
Yeah, fuck you. I mean,
yeah. But it's really that was with the when the JJ stuff came on. That's when they started ostracizing people. And that's when I got banned from Trek BBS, for instance. When that started coming in, it's like that was when the real intolerance for old fans. Go away. This is our fandom. That's really.
And they talk about gatekeeping, yeah.
Yeah.
The worst gatekeepers are usually the ones calling other people gatekeepers, and there's an irony to that. It goes the same with the people who always say their spouse must be cheating. The people who do all this stuff. Projection is a hell of a fucking drug.
I mean, it took a while, but it's like, yep. That, and beyond, well, a couple things, with, Star Trek, Into Darkness violated a few things. One, they had the audacity to actually try and, redo Wrath of Khan. Badly. Even though there was a poll taken around the times, and what should they not do? And the top of the list was don't do Wrath of Khan. They did Wrath of Khan, and then they lied about it.
I was gonna say, and then he told everyone, "Okay, I won't do it," and then did it anyways because he's a fucking twat waffle who needs to go suck a dick. And McFadden needs to suck a nice minority dick.
And it's one thing to misdirect the audience, or just not, or be evasive. But to openly, bold-faced lie to your audience.
Dear McFadden, sweetie, if you have so much white guilt, then make a minority man come in your mouth. Anyway, sorry.
Is Long Dong Silver still around? Yeah.
Long John Silver's?
Long Dong Silver.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Or SNL thing about the Clarence Thomas hearings in the judicial. That's an income. Face section never heard. My name is Long Dong Silver. Chris are the huge effort. Yes, Mister. We've been long time fans of your work. Glad to have.
Hello, crazy bitch.
What?
I put her in.
All right.
Hello, Captain Dumbass.
Shut up, you.
Hello, Queen bitch. Oh, sorry, Queen hypocritical dumbass bitch.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I think I can finally.
Me.
Just kick that.
You have got to get better at insulting. I keep trying to teach you, but it's like trying to train a dumb old dog. If you're going to insult, put your fucking heart into it, bitch.
No, you're dealing with professionals here. Step up the game.
You can
Sure
do
thing,
it.
girl.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Do it all night long. Anyway,
Oh,
That
Sorry.
baby girl back there.
yeah.
no, it's random balls of fur. Fucking question.
What if we could send an
Well, I
invite to
can't
Rob?
say sure.
Some future stream. Send an invite to Rob Schneider. See if he'd actually.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
I don't know. I got to say my name. What's going on?
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Mew.
Oh god.
Kitty, kitty.
Hey.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
I just sometimes, Steph, I worry about you because you
Yeah.
say stuff that makes me wonder if you used to lick windows.
Used to?
Oh,
you.
thanks. You know, she takes it a lot better from me than she does her husband. I'm just going to remind you of that.
You know, I'm looking at musical instrument Black Friday sales, and I'm saying myself, I really regret not pulling the trigger on a lot of stuff before the great toilet paper shortage. Because prices went up and they're not coming down.
Yeah.
That's such as life.
Yeah, that's the realm with
Everything
works to get the energy cost, and the regular cost will come down because the cost will be low. That ain't coming down because they're already made. The price is baked in.
Okay. Said one of the podcasts I listened to, the guy who said he was buying his daughter's first car. They were going halvesies on it, and he said, he noticed that they were still. He made a comment about, they're still expensive. The salesman took him aside. He goes, all those chips they were waiting on to come in, they came in a year ago. Yeah, they're just keeping prices high now.
Yeah, give it 10 minutes. Okay.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
Oh, can I have a Zatarans?
Oh, I suppose you only got the shrimp.
Oh, good God, woman.
The shrimp, you got the shrimp Alfredo in that then.
For about $11 of ingredients, you can make a pasta fazool, and you'll have leftovers for 2 or 3 days.
Okay, now what about people who aren't supposed to eat pasta?
Well, you can just make the fazool then.
Referring to that one down there.
You can, like I said, most of my diet was always just pasta. So I'm a bit hard.
I can't eat pasta anymore, nor can Steph. So I need to get her off it because of her carb restrictions now from being diabetic.
Okay, that's that. I did not know. I did not know her dietary restrictions.
Okay, let me check something here.
That's because I had the hardcore switch to diabetic when my organs tried to fail from an allergic reaction to an antibiotic last year. That's why she ended up in care, was because she was turning diabetic and not taking care of herself properly. Isn't that right, bitch?
Yes, bitch.
All right.
And if you don't take good care of yourself and follow your dietary restrictions, I'll come over there and knock some sense into your head, won't I?
She ain't that far.
I'm further over here.
Yeah, but far enough that by the time you got down, you'd be really pissed.
And having dealt with traffic for 10 plus hours.
Yeah, so like the rage would be palpable by the time wouldn't need to buzzer into the building and think I'd unlock it out of fear. Okay.
You can make
I
Miness,
got news for you. I can pick locks. Anyway,
we got a key fob thing. You got to scan it through, but it's like,
you can make you can have Miness, which is a beans and escargot soup, actually, which is good. And
she can have that. I can't.
Okay, no beans either.
I react very, very badly to beans. My body does not digest them properly. And that's not the whole gas issue. That's my body does not process properly high plant proteins. So I have a very fun diet.
Yes,
yeah. Hopefully you don't react to the cons like that.
I can't eat them. They're too high sugar of the nut. I have to have pretty much never more than 10 grams of sugar. Most of the time, no more than 4. I cannot have anything that has higher than 20% fats. I cannot have anything that has more than so many calories. I cannot have anything that has more than about 30 carbs.
There's chicken parmesan.
There's meals I've learned, and there's things that I eat now, but it is few and far between, and there's only a few places I can actually eat anything.
Steph, how about a roast beef sandwich?
Eggplant parmesan.
I still got bread. And
never
I'm not
eaten
sure about the
eggplant.
carbs on that.
I don't think
No?
the bread. I wouldn't worry about the
It's
bread.
not really common where I grew up.
A couple pieces of bread is not going to be the wheat bread. For the most part.
A couple pieces of bread is fine as long as she's not high. She needs to start testing blood sugar correctly anytime she eats anything.
Yeah, it's not the Wonder Bread. That's not to the side. It's
Chicken
honey.
Florentine. No.
If you make it really low on certain things, I can eat it. My problem with most Italian cooking is I can't eat peppers and onions.
Okay.
That's
This is the fun part because this is what people deal with when they're around me, and this is why I usually, when I go to events where you're supposed to just share potluck kind of stuff and things like that, I just bring my own food, which unfortunately also gets me called the snooty little bitch a lot.
Okay,
because they think I'm just being a snob and thinking I'm better than them.
Go fix her a sandwich here. No.
I
What?
don't want to. I want to partake, but you can't have beans.
Oh, that is yes. Okay.
I can't have peppers. I can't have onions.
Yes, I know.
I can't have anything that has MSG. I can't have anything that has high fats. I can't.
Oh.
It's just easier to make it myself usually. You know. We learn. And I know plenty of people who, when I start talking about my restrictions, go, how do you eat? It's like, not very often, but then again, I never liked eating anyways. That gets interesting reactions. There is such a thing as having such severe metabolic issues that you can be big and still have behaved and have the mentality of anorexic. And I know people try to go, well, it doesn't matter what conditions you have. If you diet enough, you'll lose weight. It's like, that's not true. I can attest that's not always true. Because I spent the better part of 15 years eating about 300 calories a day. And I still couldn't lose weight. That looks okay. Yes, good.
Okay.
It's good for her. Now behave with your foods, girl, because I care. I'm not getting into everything and trying to tell you guys what stuff to feed you because I want to control your life.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I just went through this whole thing for the last year and change. And I know what stuff you're not supposed to do when you're becoming diabetic and having to readjust your diet. So when I get on your case, Steph, it's because I love you. You fucking pain in my ass. Okay, honey?
Yes, dear.
We want to be like Peter Pan. We don't want to grow up. I have no idea why that's been stuck in my head for a while. Could be worse. What's been stuck in my head that I've been singing so much the last few days. Definitely worse. Basically, Rob, what's been stuck in my head and I've been singing for days is Monty Python Sit on My Face. I get interesting looks from people when I'm singing that.
Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. I'll sit on my face and tell you that I love you too. I love to hear you oralize when between your thighs you blow me away. Sit on my face and let my hips embrace you. Sit on your face, and then the love truly in life can be found in the old 69. If we sit on the faces, also the places right till we're blown away. Dum, 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 dun, dun. Oh God, I didn't even tell you something. I saw 2 people humping in a car yesterday. And not even in a very private location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, don't you want to be somewhere a little bit more remote when you do this? So I just had to, walk. I saw the car bounce up and down, and she was in there having a good time with her man.
I will put it this way: when I was doing food service in college, the one I won't forget was the ones who drove up in the window at drive-through naked as a couple with her sucking him while they were trying to get the food.
Oh God!
And my sweet little old coworker who leaned out the window went, "Oh, honey, couldn't you at least have waited for the food?" I mean,
That would make a good card.
There's something about some people have no shame.
No, they don't.
Unfortunately, usually it's not the people who look good enough you want them to have no shame.
No,
I have no shame, but only in a comedic sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no shame sexually, but not in public. It's because I'm married and I'm a good little housewife. You know? Well, that and I'm a shameless nympho, but that's another story.
I've seen Seinfeld and Jerry's on the train and go through the tunnel, lights go up, guys come, and the fat guy across from him is buck naked reading the paper.
Yeah. I tend to
and the stain gets stuck and they're stuck there talking to each other. Like, hey, I'm not ashamed of my body. That's the problem. You should be.
We all look the same. Not from where I'm sitting.
No, we don't all look the same.
No.
That's.
I'm not maybe a hot woman. I'm not. There's way hotter. I'm also here to attest to you. Men don't seem to care if you're a bit chunky or you're not the belle of the ball, as long as you've got an hourglass, even if it's a big one. They'll still hit on you. I get hit on a lot. I'm not some debutante. I'm not some beauty girl. I'm not any of these things. I get hit on a lot. Near as I can tell, men just want an ass to grab and some tits to stick their face in.
What am I doing here?
Agreeing with what I just said?
Now, why am I doing on the phone? I got the fucking green on. All right.
I mean, fair argument, Rob. Men want some ass to grab, your face in the cleavage, get some action, right?
Yeah, I found you're because you're a Star Trek fan. You might like this. The guy who did the animated series.
Yeah.
Cut out. Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
Yeah, that's an interesting timing.
And again, we're doing okay. So Rob got still doing dial up. So.
Eat a dick. You don't get to give anybody crap for their internet, considering half the shit we deal with you.
Why? Yeah.
Just saying, the hypocrisy is amazing. What were you starting to say?
You were saying about, yeah.
Well, anyways, the guy who did Final Space, I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Okay.
But because you're a Star Trek fan, and I'm a Star Trek fan, and I loved Final Space. He has a new animated pilot out called Godspeed, which you might find it. I'm gonna probably. It's getting rave reviews. He crowdfunded the project. He raised all the money he needed within a very short time. And it's just heartbreaking because Final Space had 3 seasons. Then Warner Brothers took over, and then they said, "Oh yeah, we're canceling it. We're using you as a tax write-off. See you later."
I'm not sure if I ever saw it, but I didn't exactly have a lot of resources to find most media as a child. I grew up really, really, really hyper poverty.
Oh, this is fairly recent.
Zaslav has not
I haven't
got
kept up with much of anything the last few years.
Mhm.
So send me the information and I'll see what I think of it.
Let me put the hold on.
Zaslav is not run for cultivating an audience, although granted, recent product has not exactly been something you want to cultivate. So.
He hates animation too.
Oh, good.
Here, let me link you the pilot in the.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, do I get along with the anti-animation crowd usually? I co-host a group called Knights of the Anime Table, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
I'm an anime nerd. What do people want? I mean,
like once Moonves got control of things, that Star Trek's days are numbered at this point.
Why do you think I write so many cards taking shots at Real and Black Girl Gamers and all them? Because they're fucking trying to ruin my world.
But my thing is that I'm like, hey, we need new franchises. Final Space was a new franchise, and you buried it. I mean, that's the thing. New franchises have to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's impatient now. They don't want to cultivate an audience, but still, I mean, everything was a new property at one time. Even Batman.
Yeah.
You go back far enough. Yeah. Robin Hood was a new property.
I've never understood the argument of, well, we're not going to get the audience if we do something new. It's like, why? How do you think this shit got here? You think it just magically appeared with a big audience and a lot of fans?
Yeah. Like Star Wars started off as a low budget sci-fi film that 20th Century Fox was frankly embarrassed about.
Yeah, and this guy Olin on YouTube making little short films, which is so we kind of started out like the rest of us, which is great.
Yeah.
Final Space had like some pretty big voice talent: David Keith, David Tennant, Fred Armisen. Well, Fred Armisen's annoying, but still.
Yeah. There's David Tennant nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's his new pilot, Godspeed.
Get past the Geico ad there, right? Yeah.
Let me see if I can find something to eat. So I'll be right back.
Threaten us, why don't you? I mean,
yeah, I'd say that Fred Armisen is not as annoying as his ex-wife.
Sometimes the takes you have are just weird. What does that have to do with anything we were trying to get at?
Well, he was talking about Fred Armisen, and I just thought of that.
Well, we were talking about actual media. I'm confused. Okay. Sometimes you jump into things that aren't what I thought we were talking about. I'm not saying this to be critical. I'm just confused. My little autistic brain does not follow all the weird arrows your brain goes down. Actually, I'm not sure a bloodhound could follow all the weird routes your brain goes down. Okay, that was a bit of a cheeky shot. But you love my cheeky ass. Unintended. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to watch this later when I get give more undivided attention. It looks good.
Oh.
I also got to get a viewing of this week's Lower Decks episode. Steph's already seen it, but
is we need to get the get the Wi-Fi working in here so that we can watch it on the TV.
Hmm.
You are
I think
very,
it's
very
kind of-
odd people.
Mm.
I mean, we could watch it together that way, honey.
Yeah, it was not comfortable. Yeah.
Run, Bob, run! Run for the hills! I mean,
Yeah, Steve should be the one
Run
doing the
to the hill. Okay.
Steph,
Hmm?
versions of you are, but what am I, do not work well. Steve should run, not Bob.
What?
Elementary school?
Anyway.
Come on, you can do better than this woman. I believe in you. Sad state of my mind. I mean, you can do it. Fuck me. Why do I believe that? I mean,
Why would I want to do that?
Oh, dear God. All right.
that's not a literal invite. God. You're gonna make you're gonna put the phrase "fuck me," and now I'm gonna look differently at the conversation in the chat earlier from the gnome.
Oh, what is the gnome up to?
About 5'4".
He was in the chat. Don't know if he still is, but
Now he's getting shit done.
I always knew he was a little shit.
Really, Pot? Reed Kittle.
Okay. Cherie Curry arrived in London. Moment.
I demand attention. I am your queen. Service me, bitches. I do that a little too well.
Looks like somebody's moving around back there.
And
She's just being cute and adorable.
she's not moving. She's conked out. Wake up, cat.
Oh,
Wake
she
up,
was
cat.
moving. Aw.
Wake
Hi,
up.
baby girl.
She hasn't been really awake and moving for a while. She may have twitched a little in her sleep. That's not the same.
Yeah. She is such a cutie.
Make me big a sec to make Steph happy.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, Steph.
Aw.
Good
Baby
girl.
girl. Hi.
She's like, my human's holding me. Oh.
And there she goes.
Yeah.
That's what I call her. Where's the damn CBD pose?
Yeah, she's eating biscuits right now.
Ah.
Look at her paw twitch as I do this. The tip of her paw is twitching.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, but I want to. Oh.
All right.
Okay. What you do?
Huh.
She's such a content and happy kitty, isn't she?
May pick Tribe Gowdy.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you talking about, honey?
Oh, if Matt Gates dropping out, one speculation that Trey Gowdy might get picked next, but Trey would be okay.
Baby girl, control yourself. How about we end the stream and we watch something for a few minutes till the gnome shows up in my other chat?
Okay, so we can do that.
I can't handle much more.
Okay, so for you stalwart souls still hanging out there, God knows why.
Seek therapy, the lot of you.
And